Welcome back to another Surprise Shirt Saturday upload. Today, we are doing a tier list for the ranking of the France 98 World Cup home shirts. It's going to be controversial, so I've got in a good friend. We've got Louis, the founder and owner of Surprise Shirts. Louis, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, mate. Buzzing to rank these shirts. What a World Cup of shirts this is, so I'm excited. Yeah.
They're great, and it's before our time, so we're going to preface that straight away before everyone comes for us. Louis, what shirt are you wearing as well whilst we're here?
Yeah, this one's a real beauty. I've just nicked this out of stock to add to my collection. It's the Lions Gibraltar shirt, the away shirt from this season. So, team from the Gibraltar Premier League. So, they've actually got the 3 lions on their badge. They're the only club in the world that are allowed to use that. So, pretty sick.
I was going to say, that is quite cool, actually. I'm wearing the classic 2010 South Africa shirt. I'm not doing the dance, the celebration. People have asked before. I'm not doing it. If you want that, you can go away. So let's get straight into it. We're going to start off with Argentina, the 1998 home shirt. Louis, what we're going to do is we're going to agree on all of these. We've got to come to an agreement. So there's going to be controversial. We're probably going to disagree with each other. So where are you going to put Argentina?
See, so looking across the board, I think it's not Argentina's best ever effort, right, I would say, but it is pretty good. I'm biased. I always like the kind of sky blue and white combo. So I'm thinking somewhere around good or unreal, sort of middle ground between that. So do you want to sway me any which way on that?
I'm happy with good and unreal, to be honest. That's where I was thinking. So that's a good start. I'm just going to preface this, guys. We normally don't properly agree on shirts, so I feel like there's going to be a lot of this where we're going to try and butter each other up for ones that we feel more strongly about. So I'm happy and good, if you're happy with that.
Yeah, we'll go good.
We'll go good straight away. Okay, then. Next, Louis, we have got Austria's. Now, this one for me, personally, I'm going to put it out there. It's not the best. Not really much going on with this Puma design.
Yeah, I think it's okay, isn't it? It's not particularly special. There's not an awful lot going on, really. So it's probably okay, or is it poor?
I was thinking poor or get out. I feel quite strongly about this, but not strongly enough. So I'm happy to go meet in the middle and go poor. If we'll go poor. I like the old school collar. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I think in this era aren't on the level of like your likes of Adidas that we've seen and some of the Kappa kits we're going to get onto in a bit. Okay, then. Next, got Belgium. Where are you going for Belgium?
I just don't particularly like that one, to be honest. I'm pretty get out on that. I'm not a big fan at all. Yeah,
I was gonna say good. Okay, this is where we go.
Here we go.
This is where this idea for the video makes it a little bit more interesting. The thing I like, there's a bit of thought compared to the Austria shirt. I'm happy to put it down here if you want, but my only logic is there's a little bit more design. Obviously, you've got the Belgian badge as well, kind of in that faded design in the central part of the shirt. Bit of detailing on the trim end of the sleeve. Diodora. I'm happy to go poor if you want to meet in the middle, if that's. But
yeah, let's do that. I mean, I'm just not a massive fan, really. I think the kind of detail. Yeah, you can say it's obviously a nice bit of detail, but they have just kind of slapped the nation badge twice in the middle, haven't they? So
yeah, I see.
Bit lazy for me.
Okay, yeah, I see that. Are you happy with it above Austria, or do you want it below Austria?
It can go above. That's fine.
Okay, perfect. Next, we have got Brazil. Now, straight away, I'm going to let you take the floor with this because I know how you feel about Brazil shirts. So where do you want to whack that one in?
It's incredible, isn't it? It's just one of the best. So if it's not GOAT, it's unreal. But are we saving GOAT for the real upper echelon? Because looking at this list, I don't know it's the number one, but I think it's definitely unreal at least.
So throw no shade to any other accounts and any other pages out there. When we do GOAT properly. That's the greatest of all time. Not that's one shirt. So we're going to do it properly. We're not having 10 in GOAT. We're going to really stick to our guns here. So I'm with you. I'm in the top of unreal. I don't think it's the best, but it's definitely up there. I'm glad we're in agreement there. Okay, next got Bulgaria. What are you feeling about Bulgaria? Another Puma design that seems to be a little bit just missing something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think. Do you know what though? I think for some reason that kind of red, white, green combo is used quite nicely. So I'd give it a bit more credit than Austria and Belgium.
Yeah, I'm in agreement.
So I'd probably go okay on that. It's not terrible.
Do you know what? This is good. We're in agreement again here, and I like the fact that we're spreading out. We're not just going all in the same one because then I'd be worried. Okay, next got Cameroon. another, again, Puma design, but different slightly with the Puma kit provider logo in the central part of the shirt. Don't know about you, whenever I see that on the central part, I want the badge also to be in the central part of the shirt. Just frustrates me slightly, but I quite like this shirt. I feel like there's been a little bit more thought gone into this.
Yeah, it's not bad. I don't think it's good. I'd probably be saying okay, higher than Bulgaria, but I agree. Actually, I think the point you made about centralizing that badge, that takes that from an okay to a good for me. So they missed the trick on that, because I do love a centralized badge, especially this sort of era of shirts. I know we've got some coming up with a sort of central badge, the England one as well, and I think that makes it even better. So yeah, okay for me.
Yeah, definitely. I'm in agreement. I didn't really care either way how it went, so we'll put it above Bulgaria for you. Next, got Chile. Reebok design. This is something slightly different. And the one thing I can never decide with this shirt, whenever I make videos and discuss and look at these shirts, the Reebok, where it's placed, it feels like somebody's, like, as they're sewing it on, they've slipped. I don't know about you. It's not even perfectly in the white stripe. This is, again, where we're really nitpicking here. This is the kind of level we talk about with shirts. Is it just me? Do you get what I'm trying to say here? Do you catch my drift?
It's very rogue, isn't it? Like you've kind of got the Reebok. I'm looking at the away here as well. You've got the Reebok logo twice. Like, so you've got the actual, like, small embroidered, I assume, logo, and then you've got that kind of Reebok pattern. So I can't tell if I love it or hate it, to be honest. I think the kind of red with the contrast navy collar is quite cool. So yeah, I don't really know how I feel about this. I think I guess maybe it's middle of the road, but good, because it's just so rogue. I'm happy with that if you want to put it in good.
Yeah, I'm thinking good. I'd probably put it below Argentina personally, but I like something different. We speak about with some of these shirts, and I think we've got to be careful how we do this. We are downplaying some of the other shirts where there's not been any thought in, and it seems like it's played safe. This is where they've gone a bit rogue, but I think it somehow works. Just that Reebok bit, if it was slightly in the white part, it'd be unreal for me. But these are little things that really bother me, because I can't help but stare at it once I've noticed it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm actually looking at it. I'm loving that, like, kind of retro styled, almost like a sheriff's badge on the national team badge. Like that a lot. So yeah, I'm happy with it being there.
From the end of the sleeve as well is really nice. Okay, then next we've got Colombia's shirt. This now for me, I don't know what it is. It's just classy. There's something classy about it. Again, it's Reebok, but they've not gone as crazy with this shirt. It feels a little bit weird when we've just gone from one to the other. They're so different.
Yeah.
But I think Colombia is one of those kits where, for some reason, I always think it's like on par with Brazil. I don't think you can do a bad Colombia shirt.
I totally agree. It's got that kind of, they're just iconic, aren't they? So yeah, for me, that's in good all day. Love the yellow, navy, red kind of contrast colours. Yeah, stunning.
Yeah, okay, then where would you put it? Above Argentina, below Argentina, below?
I would go in the middle of the two we've got in good right now.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. And by the way, guys, these aren't all finalised, as we always do on these videos. We'll probably end up moving some about, because we've probably got a bit eager with some of these, no doubt, because you'll end up being too nice at the start. So don't worry, we'll start getting harsh. Next, Croatia, where I believe, if I know Louis right, after doing all the blind rankings that we do, this is where we're going to kind of butt heads, I feel like. Louis, what do you make of this Croatia shirt?
I think this is where we're going to fall out, isn't it? Because I am going unreal. I would love to own that shirt. To be honest, I think, again, Croatia, if we talk about iconic shirts, and we have this kind of discussion in our content a lot, like what makes an iconic shirt, and, you know, we ask people that when we do our interviews in public and stuff like that. I think it's often hard to look past a national team shirt for when you're talking about the most iconic, just because they tend to follow such a similar pattern, and the sort of styles are so iconic and recognizable. So you've got Argentina, you've got Brazil, you've got Colombia, the Netherlands, you know, a lot of iconic features. And I think Croatia are one that really sits in that category. I love Croatia shirts. They're proper, like, nostalgic. Some of the designs are incredible. Actually, in recent years, I think some of them have been pretty rubbish. In the last couple of years, they've got the execution wrong. But this one, might be one of the best Croatia shirts of all time. So for me, it's not as high as Brazil, but it would be an unreal for me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You've kind of, I feel now like I can't really argue with what you've said.
I've fused you with my reasoning.
Yeah, no, yeah, you have, to be honest. You've butted me up there. I think that's it. I get with what you're saying, but for me, there's something that just really frustrates me. I talk about it all the time on this page, and this is where me and you disagree when it comes to shirts. And this is why football shirts are brilliant, because obviously it's all subjective. I like, and it's going to sound really pathetic, symmetrical designs, and this really throws me off, where I feel like they've gone, oh, I like this, and then they've just got bored, and they've got halfway and thought, nah, I can't be bothered to do the rest. I would have liked this kind of design if it flowed all the way through, kind of like sometimes when you see that kind of, I joke all the time, where it looks like you've won your prom king or queen, when you've kind of got that seatbelt design, I always say. If they'd have kind of maybe done that and kind of flowed it through, a bit more of like a wave pattern, as you can see with that design, I just feel like it's neglected and left it just a little bit, but I'm not passionate enough as you are on this, so I'm happy to go in Unreal, but I'm glad it's not above Brazil, because then we would be fighting over Zoom, because I don't think it should be up there. But I'm happy to let you have that one and put it there. Is that okay with you? Yeah.
Thank you very much. That's very kind of you.
Well, we'll wait. You might disagree with what you've just said there, because we're going to fall out again soon. Next, we've got Denmark. Hummel design. Going to put it straight out on this. Denmark is one of the ones, following on what you've just said about Croatia, about being classic, normally classic, but I think this one's a little bit stinky for a Denmark shirt.
I was going to 100% agree with that, because Denmark shirts are some of the best. You know, the 1986 Denmark shirt, that Hummel template, is just one of the most incredible shirts of all time. And this is a pretty poor effort from people who tend to get it right more often than not. So I'm happy to go poor.
Yeah. I was thinking at the top of poor.
Yeah, happy with that.
That's fine by me. Okay, then perfect. I think the little thing as well is I know we've got two designs there where they've added the badge in the central part of the shirt. I didn't feel like that Denmark shirt needed it, whereas with the Belgium shirt, there's not too much going on, so I felt like it actually lifted this shirt. Whereas I feel like this one, they've gone, we need to add something different here, because I've got the chevrons, got everything, but it doesn't feel like it fits in with the rest of the shirt, in my opinion. That's just where I'm coming from. Next one, I think, is where we're about to have our biggest fallout on the channel, because we've argued about this off camera before, in just general chat. England, I'm going to go straight away. Okay, that'd be my opinion. I know you disagree with this, so you can talk and say what you need.
So I try and take my sort of, three lions spectacles off, but that is one of, I don't think it's the best England shirt. I don't think it's necessarily even in the top 5 England shirts, but I do really like it. So, you've got that centralized badge, you've got the nice sort of the kind of panels to the side. But then again, without trying to be too biased to England, I look at the Unreal shirts that we've got, and I even look at the shirts we've got in good, and I don't know that it's definitely not better than the Unreal 2. I'll completely admit that. So I would be putting it somewhere in good, I think.
Yeah. Okay. If that. Okay. Then is it better than the Chile shirt? Yes or no? Quick fire.
Yes.
Okay. Is it better than the Colombia shirt? Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that hurt. Is it better than the Argentina shirt? Yes or no?
Probably not. Probably not. So I'd go in between Colombia and Argentina.
Yeah, that's fine by me. It hurts, but yeah, I can sort of see what you mean. I just get a bit frustrated with that England shirt. I just think that badge is just ridiculously too big.
See, I like that though, because it's like, we are England, shove it in your face.
Exactly, and this is where, again, we talk about the fact that this is where football shirts are brilliant and so subjective, because we completely disagree again. But I'm letting you, because there's some more that I think will come up in a bit where I feel more really passionate about. Like this next one. France, where would you put France?
Where would you put France? I mean, I love it. I think it's brilliant. I'm just kind of wrestling with where it goes between good and Unreal.
I'd be Unreal at the bottom of Unreal. I think this is absolutely stunning. I love this design. And again, we talk about little moments, and I talk about like things being symmetrical. I love this kind of the way they've got the 3 colours in, the blue, white, and red, but then they've got that red block design. Just to kind of lift the rest of the shirt, but then you see that then in the seaming details with the white and underneath, and you kind of then have got the thicker on the shoulder going down the side as well. I just think those are the little details that make these shirts incredible. I feel like there's been a lot of thought go into this, so I personally have it at the bottom of Unreal. But again, I can see I'm glad we're both in agreement. It's towards the top.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's I think the best part of that shirt for me is that name set. The sort of 3D. 90s lettering, love that. So yeah, bottom of Unreal, I'm happy with.
Okay then, next, Germany. What are you thinking?
it's pretty nice, isn't it? It is pretty nice. That sort of the trio stripe horizontal. It's not a Germany shirt that gets spoken about that much, but it's that is pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's because some of again, we're talking about some of the classic designs. I think Germany are one of the classic designs. They do white shirts like nobody else. And you think of those classic designs that we always speak about with the classic stripes going up and down and things like that. Whereas this one does just feel like they've played it a little bit safe. There isn't anything that really stands out for me with this design, but it's still decent. Don't get me wrong. But I look at what we've got here. This Unreal and Good, I think we're building an absolute crazy grouping of shirts where I'd probably have it in the top of okay. I'm not sure if it's on the level of the rest of them, but you may disagree.
I think that's harsh because I think sometimes less is more, and bear in mind that's me saying that, and I do normally like the crazy shirts, but I really like that kind of trio horizontal stripe. So maybe do we settle on bottom of good?
Yeah, that's fine by me. I thought you were about to try and tell me Unreal, so you've done. So that's fine as long as we're in agreement here. Okay, next one is a very interesting shirt that comes quite often online. We get this comment sent in quite often when we talk about our favourite shirts of all time. It's the Iran shirt from '98. I'm very intrigued as to where you sit with this. And one thing straight away is it is a little bit different because of the print straight away on the front with the central kit provider as well. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so it looks like no badge, just the kind of name of the country in the flag colours. It's unique, isn't it? I'd probably be going okay. I don't think there's too much going on with it to really write home about. But then again, it's
it's different.
It's unique. You're not seeing that on every national team shirt. So it's got something to talk about.
Yeah, I'm happy to whack it in the bottom.
Yeah,
just kind of these are just solid shirts, aren't they? That they're just they're harmless, aren't they? They're just I don't mind them. They're okay. Okay, next the Italy one. Now controversial. I'm going to go straight in, and I think this shirt for me, one of my friends owns it. Talk about it all the time. I think this is a very overrated shirt. I'm going to put it out there. I'd put in poor straight away. I'm going to go straight away because I think Italy have got one of the classic designs and colours, and for me, nothing has gone into this shirt. It is literally, if you put another badge on that, you'd think that's a Sunday League shirt. I think it is a very plain design. There's no thought gone on whatsoever. There's no design.
See, considering how passionate you are about that and the point you make about the Sunday League team, I actually see that now. I hadn't really looked at that shirt in that light before because I suppose you kind of get into the mindset of, it's classy, it's classic kind of, that the Azzurri blue, but actually, there's not that much going on, is there? So I'll let you have that one.
Bottom of poor, or do you want it higher up in poor? Are you happy?
I think it's better than Austria and Belgium. To be fair, okay. I would say
less than Denmark. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, I just think as you said, it's because I feel like with a few of these nations, we get really hung up on the moments and the iconic players and things. Like we've had it with some French shirts and things. You kind of get blown away by the va-va-voom of the shirt, and you kind of think about the memories and the story and things. And sometimes you sit back. It's only because we work with shirts all the time, and we see some of the shirts that come through at Surprise Shirts and some of the shirts that you guys can get in the boxes. Go click the link down below. They're incredible, and you look at them and you think they're beautiful designs. But shirts like that get away with it. I feel, and it annoys me that they get away with it. So I'm glad that
stealing the living.
Trying to say, we talk about designs like both the shirts we're wearing. There's little designs and things, but they don't get spoke about at the level of some of these classic Italy shirts and things like that. People call them classics, as you said. If you whack classic on it, that's where, and crisp and clean and simplistic. What you're really saying is it's a boring shirt. I know that will be controversial, but that's my opinion. I'm glad. Okay, next, Jamaica. Now, I know how you feel about this shirt, so I'm going to go straight in and let you discuss this. You did this on a blind ranking a while back, so I think it was a Kappa Classic one. So let me know your thoughts.
For me, this is almost the GOAT, but it's not quite the GOAT. I think this is the second best shirt on the list. It's incredible. That Jamaica, I think, if we're just talking badges alone, the Jamaica Federation badge is one of the best. Love that. The way you've got the kind of flag and the pattern incorporating down the side, just classic sort of collar. It's just incredible. I'd love to own. That's a sort of bucket list shirt for me. And Kappa, we did some research into some of the Kappa classics recently. That's just a proper classic brand with some incredible designs. So for me, it is top of Unreal. It's better than Brazil, but it is not GOAT because I'm saving that for something that's coming.
Yeah, no discussion needed. I completely agree. Retweet, whatever you want me to say. Just copy and paste Louis' answer and we'll go from there. I am a little bit worried though. Unreal is starting to get a little bit too heavy, so we may have to start thinning stuff out. Because I know what shirt you're going to have in GOAT, and I completely agree. So I think let's just skip the next shirt and just say what you think is your GOAT quickly whilst we're on the topic.
It's Mexico. It's got to be Mexico.
Correct. That is the answer. That is the only right answer when you do this list, and I'm glad we're both in agreement. I luckily got to try one on recently in a shop local to me. I've never been so nervous trying it on because of the price of it, but it just felt incredible. I felt like I could have done as many keepy uppies as I wanted to in the moment. Like the shirt is gorgeous, and we'd speak about designs and things. This is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just stunning. One of the best football shirts of all time. I'll put my neck on the line. It's up there. It's incredible.
I don't think that's even that controversial, to be honest. I don't think you said anything outrageous there.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like we're doing a disservice to the one that we just skipped, but I felt like we had to just get it over and done with, because this as well is a reason why I'm worried about how big Unreal's getting, because I think this is the third best shirt.
I absolutely agree. I'd be putting it in between Jamaica and Brazil. It's incredible.
And if you look at the actual design itself, the intricate details on the shirt, I think it's an ASICS shirt, if I remember rightly. It's got the classic design on the going down the sleeve as well. It's just something again that's a little bit different. And Japan in this era, this is where they went crazy with some of their shirts, like some of the goalkeeper shirts. It's the same year where we've done a video on it before about the crazy 90 shirts. This is the one with the flame goalkeeper shirt, and which we all love. And I think this has got something a little bit out there, a little bit crazy, but enough to keep it safe where it doesn't take over, if you know what I mean. It's just got nice little details again. So I'm glad we're in agreement there. Okay, then next, Louis, we have got Morocco. Where would you like Morocco?
I don't know what you're feeling, but I think this one's got to be good. I really, really like it. I'm a big fan. Maybe slightly biased as I know some of my team Coventry, the legends that we had that I hear so much about from the 90s played for Morocco at that point. So I've kind of seen that shirt quite a few times before. But yeah, I really like it. The kind of contrast of the dark green and the red works really well. I think it's a good effort.
Yeah. The only thing that lets it down slightly is the fact that we've got a central kit provider again and not a central badge. And I felt like it would have been done really nicely. Again, I know we're not modifying the kits here, but maybe if they lifted that kit provider up slightly and put the badge in the bit where we've got the breakaway from the stripe itself, I just felt like that would have made this shirt unreal. I'm with you on good. Looking at this, is it better than Argentina? Yes or no? Okay. Is it better than England's?
No.
Is it better than Colombia?
No.
Is it better than Chile's?
That's probably about where I'd put it, I think.
Okay. Now, I'm just going to put a little thought out there. Do we drop Germany down now looking at some of these shirts here? I'm looking at what we're building here. I'm just thinking, like, these are all unreal. Sorry, not unreal. Sorry, the wrong word there. Great shirts here. I'm just thinking, is this the top of okay? When I'm looking at this list, I'm not sure if that is on par, but it's just food for thought anyway. We can carry on.
Yeah, maybe you might be right, but I do like that shirt. But yeah, if we have to, we'll revisit that.
Definitely. Okay, then next we have got the Netherlands shirt, which I'm going to say straight away. I think it also fits into very similar with the Italy stuff. Netherlands gets away with it a lot, in my opinion.
I think it's okay. I think it's not their best. I quite like it. I've got no ill feeling towards that shirt, but not their best effort. And again, as you say, sort of similar to the Italy, you get away with being iconic just simply probably on a colour basis. But there's actually not that much going on other than that.
Yeah, definitely. Let me check one thing quickly on my end. Yeah, just because we've gone down to one line, it all jumps up on the screen. So just making sure we're screen recording the right part. I'll cut that out. Okay, the Netherlands, we'll do the quick fire thing that we do every time. Is it better than Iran shirt?
Yes.
Is it better than the Bulgaria shirt?
Yes.
Is it better than the Cameroon shirt?
Yeah, I'd put it top of okay.
Yeah, fine by that. Nigeria next. Straight away, I think this is unreal. I've said
Do you
it.
know what? I'm with you. I'm with you.
It's because we spoke about earlier with some of the shirts that get away with things. This is again where I feel like it's quite a simple design, but little touches that they've done, like the detailing on the collar, the fact then you've got the black seam work going down the shoulder and things. It kind of creates a bit of a border effect of all this shirt, which I think lifts it that little bit more and makes it a bit bolder. So where you compare it to some of the other shirts on this list, I think even just on as a small image, because of the border effect of things, it really stands out compared to the rest. I don't know if you agree with what I'm trying to say. I think sometimes the seam work on these shirts can really like make them stand out when you put them in comparison to some others.
Yeah,
you think it's good, unreal? What are you thinking?
It's bold. I think if it goes in Unreal, it has to be last, but I'm happy with it being last in Unreal.
Yeah, that was my logic as well. I was happy with that. I think it's close with. I think these two here are in that kind of category compared to the rest of these, but I think they're both better than the Argentina. I keep looking at that Argentina as kind of a moment to decide, is it better than that or not, kind of thing. I'm just kind of using that as a bit of a template. Next, then, okay, then we've got Norway. What are you thinking with the Norway shirt?
It's not bad. I mean, I quite like the Umbro shirts, but again, there's just something that's not quite right, really. So I'd probably be going okay. I don't know if you have any sort of strong feelings about that one. It's just middle of the road to me. Not incredibly offensive, but not particularly special.
I think I'm with you on that in the sense of I think it has all the components for it to be an incredible shirt. I think it's just let down by again where they've gone. It's similar to the Denmark and the Belgium shirt in the sense of they've gone, okay, something's missing on this shirt, but I think they've just added that little something that didn't need to be there. And I think that bit where we've kind of got the shirt not even just once plastered the whole way across. It's a stripe design shirt. You don't need that extra bit of detailing. It's like they've put too much into this. And because it's all a slightly faded design, it doesn't look right. It's not bold enough, is it? Do you know what I mean? I think that might be the reason why we're not a fan of some of these shirts here, where they've kind of added details in, but not fully sent it, where they've kind of gone, maybe this will work, maybe it won't. So let's just do this and just hope people like it, kind of thing. I feel like it's a bit of a letdown. I'm with you in an okay, but I think it's lower than some of these, in my opinion. Personally, I'm not sure where you are with it.
We might have to revisit that.
Yeah, okay then. Is it better than Denmark?
Probably not.
Better than Italy?
Again, probably not. I'd put it in between Italy and Belgium, I think.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. That doesn't bother me. Okay. That get out is looking a little bit juicy and kind of building up pressure towards this, but I think it may get filled soon. Next, got Paraguay.
I don't know how you're feeling about that, but it's really good actually. In a weird way, I've not seen that shirt too much before, but I like it. I just think it's rogue. It's something different. It's not what I'm expecting from Paraguay. Again, maybe I'm just biased towards South American shirts, but it's got to be good for me.
Yeah, I don't mind that. And if the viewers of this video, you might not be able to see on the design, on the white stripes, if you look really closely, there's kind of the faded badge design going the whole way down, just to take, as we said, kind of the little bit extra details on these shirts, just to lift them and make them that little bit different. So they've taken kind of a simple design. When we look at kind of your likes of Italy and things, this is where they've kind of taken a simplistic design and added something different, but not like Norway, where they've fully sent it. So I'm happy with okay or good. I'm easy.
And you've also got the nice sort of like little tricolour red, white, and blue on the trim on the end of the sleeve and the collar as well. So pretty good addition. That it just ties it together nicely. So yeah, I think maybe that's the one that relegates Germany.
Yeah, I'm glad you've just taken the words out of my mouth, so I'm happy with that. I was literally about to suggest that, so I'm glad you've said it. Okay, next we've got Romania. I don't know what you think. I'm going to say straight away, I think this is unreal. I love this design. So rogue. I love it. The colours, it's so bold and so different. I love it. It's really in your face again. I like it.
It's obviously a polarizing one because I was thinking this might be the first one to go and get out.
Really? This is, oh, but again, people will know, people that watch these videos often, people know I like designs where I feel like it flows, and I really like the fact they've taken the stripe and it really nicely kind of goes down the side of the shirt. I like the fact that you've got the blue in there, the red. It shouldn't work. Those colors together, this amalgamation of colors, should not work in my opinion. But I like the fact that it's quite rascal, it's quite in your face, it's quite different. And I look at it and think a lot of these shirts, in my opinion, are really safe. Right? I look at this and I feel like it somehow works. But the fact you've said that is funny. So maybe we meet in the middle. Go okay.
It can go in okay. I'm just looking at how chocker we've got Unreal and good, and even sort of the Germany and the Netherlands shirt in okay, and I just don't think it's better than those.
Maybe at the bottom of okay then, and we can revisit.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't believe you don't like that Romania shirt. I thought that would be like up there. I actually was ready to push it towards like above Brazil, but
really,
I love it so much.
that's
like it's
crazy.
actually, I can't believe it. Yeah, I know. Next we've got Saudi Arabia.
See, I think recent times some of the Saudi Arabia shirts have been incredible. Like that, I'm thinking of like the emerald green sort of diamond pattern one from recently. This one's not great. It's not great at all.
Are you thinking the same?
I'm with you. I think I'm with you.
I'm just not sure what they've tried to do with this design.
No, I don't, maybe we're missing something. I don't really know what
I'm trying to
thing below the logo is.
Yeah, so what I try and do with these shirts, people have said this before where I've misunderstood, like there's a story behind a shirt. I'm looking at this shirt purely from a design perspective. I understand there's usually a reason as to why people put these designs in, and there will be a reason why Hummel have gone for what they have done on this shirt. But I just don't like that little kind of bit of detailing going up the one side and then it's on the sleeve. But it's not symmetrical. I just feel like, again, they've just gone, right, let's just do something different to kind of stand out. If you look at the away shirt, I feel like the away shirt photos that are out, you can kind of see the design more, but it looks worse when you see it kind of in a better photo. So I'm with you on Saudi Arabia. I'm not entirely sure what they've gone for here. So yeah, I'm a little bit confused. So I'm glad we're in agreement. Next, we've got Scotland then. Where would you like Scotland? This is one that I personally think should be very high up on this list.
It's good, isn't it? I mean, it's one of their best shirts, I think. It's centralized badge, nice sort of subtle, not too in your face, but intricate pattern. Well, not intricate, but like sort of repeated, nice, subtle pattern. Great collar. It's pretty good, isn't it?
I really like the little detail again, where we've got the horizontal stripes going across the central part of the shirt, and the stripes have changed on the sleeves. Little details like that, I really think are a class on these designs, where they've kind of given it that extra little bit of thought. And the badge isn't too big. I've got hate before on this channel for saying I think it's better than that England one. You
are going to get some hate on this channel if you think it's better than the England one.
I personally do. I'd have it as top of good, maybe even unreal.
See, ahead of that Argentina for me, that's crazy. But yeah, if you want,
no, it's fine by me. Because I know what the comments will be like, so it's not the end of the world. If you want to push it down, I'll put it. I think it's definitely better than these here. I think it makes the top three in good 100%. I personally think it's number one, but if you want it in 3, not above England, or you want
if I'd have it in 3 and you'd have it in 1, I guess we put it in 2, don't we?
Yes, thank you. I'm happy with that. Okay. Just saying as well, good is starting to fill up a bit again, so we might need to have a little look at that in a second. Next, we've got South Africa.
It's up there, isn't it? It's another great one.
Really?
Yeah.
I was going to say get out.
No.
I'm not sure. I personally think this looks more like a rugby shirt.
It does, but it is. I just think it's the right amount of rogue,
As I'm wearing a South Africa shirt as well.
You are wearing a South
Where are you thinking?
It's difficult because part of me loves it, part of me hates it, because I do see what you're saying about the rugby thing, and it's just random. Like, there's not many football shirts that look like that, are there? But it wouldn't be unreal, I don't think. And then I look at good and go, is it really better? So I suppose because it's a shirt that's not like a lot of the okay and poor are kind of sitting on the fence of they're not doing too much right. So with a shirt this polarizing, I kind of guess if you don't think it's unreal, it's probably got to be get out, hasn't it?
Yeah, because that's my logic. These are all harmless ones. Yeah, I'm in agreement.
Because it's so outrageous. Like you either love it or hate it.
And if it's not unreal, if you're not happy to put it in unreal, then it feels like it's a bit of or good when you compare it to the good shirts. It feels like we're doing the shirt a disservice by putting it in okay, because you can't have as rascal a design and go, yeah, it's middle of the road, it's okay.
Yeah, because there's nothing middle of the road about that shirt, is it? So I think it has to be. I think it has to be the extremes either side. So if we're not putting it in real, I think it goes get out.
Above Saudi Arabia, though.
Yeah,
that's fine by me. Okay, next we've got South Korea. Another Nike design. The one thing I want to talk about straight away with this shirt, and I always intrigued by people's opinions on this, something that I've not really seen before, the extra little bit of detail on the shoulder panel, the kind of the two extra, you've got the normal seam where the shoulder and the central panel meets, but we've got that extra seam that feels like there is no reason for it to be there, but I quite like it. It's a little bit different.
It just gives it something like, an extra little talking point, doesn't it? It kind of rescues that shirt a little bit for me.
Yeah, cause I'd say okay. It was important, but that's just pushed it up to be okay.
I think so. Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Okay, then. So when we're talking about it, is it better than Germany? Probably not. Better than Netherlands?
No.
Cameroon?
I think it's between Cameroon and Bulgaria, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's fine. Next, got Spain. What's your thoughts?
It's pretty nice, isn't it? It's decent. I guess there is the argument that sort of similar. Is it living off the kind of classicness of just being a Spain shirt? But
I feel like there's a little bit of extra design though.
There is, and I don't think you can argue with the fact that a Spain shirt is just going to be pretty beautiful.
Yes, but compared to the Italy shirt and the Netherlands shirt, those are just simple designs where there's no thought. At least we're seeing, and I really like the way Adidas have added this kind of extra stripes in on the sleeve, something that you don't really see often with these kind of designs. I really like the collar as well. If you look really closely at the collar, there's a nice little bit of intricate detailing with kind of V-neck design, but it's not a V-neck. If you know what I'm trying to say, it's interesting, isn't it? So I'd personally have it good or okay.
I don't think okay does that shirt justice, so I think it has to be in good. But we're getting busy, aren't we?
Yeah, so we can leave it there for now. Where are you happy with just at the bottom?
Yeah, that'll do for now.
Okay, and then we go from there, kind of thing, and then we'll give our opinions and discuss then how we feel, whether we feel passionately or not. Next, got Tunisia's shirt. This Lotto design is absolute rascal, by the way. I'm just going to say straight away, and I think this falls into the camp of the South Africa shirt. We either go big or we go home.
I don't even have words. I mean, there's an argument it's GOAT. There's an argument it's get out. Like it's, as you say, it's one of those again where you can't sit on the fence with that. I actually kind of love it.
I'm with you.
I actually do kind of love it. I think it's probably unreal.
Yeah, and I'm going to say it. I think it goes above France and Nigeria.
Yeah, I think it does.
Because when you compare and think about how crazy this shirt is as a design, I think it's just so out there. And Lotto in this era, they couldn't mess up. We've got a Lotto video coming out soon where Louis Blind ranks them. And it's another one of those impossible ones where it's just unreal shirts. Each one is absolutely stunning. You simply can't go wrong with it. Then next we have got the US of A. What are you thinking for USA?
It's just okay, isn't it? Really, there's nothing too much to write home about. Not offensive. I think okay somewhere.
Yeah, I'm thinking towards the bottom. It's just a bit safe for me.
Yeah,
maybe below Bulgaria but above Iran.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, as a design. What I'm going to add in now, I haven't told Louis this before recording because I thought I'd just add a bit of spice just towards the end. What we are both allowed to do at the end of this video, we are both allowed to move one shirt, and I cannot disagree with what you do. You're allowed to move one shirt as far as you want, and
Okay.
I'm not allowed to move it back. So you're only allowed to move one shirt completely. But we'll do a little rejig at the end just to make sure we're happy. But we'll have one shirt where we completely just send it however far, however high, however low you want it to be. Okay, Yugoslavia then next. Where are you thinking for Yugoslavia?
Yeah, I don't feel too strongly about this shirt, to be honest. I don't think there's that much wrong with it. I don't think there's that much to write home about. So probably towards the top of poor, I would say.
Yeah, I'd probably say at the top of poor, personally. I'm happy with that. Okay, then. So there we go. I think that's actually it's filled out quite nicely. I don't think there's anything too outrageous. We spoke about earlier having to move things up and down and things. I think that's pretty decent when we've got it there. So now we're going to put in with the game changer, the power play. Louis, you've got one shirt you can move as far as you want, regardless of my opinion. Remember, I'm going to do the same, but I won't just move yours back down. I won't touch it. What are you thinking?
Sam, I think you know what's coming. I'm going to move South Africa ahead of France, but before Tunisia. I've thought about it. We use the same logic with Tunisia, saying it's a really rogue design. It couldn't be. It has to be extremes. So I'm putting it up there with the rest of them, just because it's so rogue. And you know me, I love a rogue football shirt.
Right, I need to think more tactically now what I do here. Because now you're
gonna ruin my day, aren't you?
Well, yeah, you've just ruined my Tuesday. We're recording this on Tuesday, and it's 11:30. I know for a fact this is going to be in my head now for the rest of the day. So let's go. No, I'm not going to be. I'm going to think about this logically. Let's do something that actually move. Come on, let me think. Let me just put my hat on here. Pardon the pun, but like think about this logically. What? Okay, I'll discuss the ones I'm happy to move. The more I look at Iran, the more I'm thinking it should be in Get Out.
I completely was thinking that as well. Yeah, so that was one of the ones I was going to move down.
I'm also thinking these two. I'm happy to move down. Romania, I'm very tempted to move to Unreal, but I don't think it's that important. Whereas some of the other shirts, I'm thinking. I'm also looking at Brazil, and I think Brazil are now comparing the actual shirts. I'm not sure if I think it maybe could be in good as well. Croatia, I could happily drop down to poor. I'm looking at this thinking there's got to be one. And I look, this. I'm just trying to think logically sensible here, Sam. I am going to go. I'm not even going to go that crazy. I'm going to move Italy to Get Out. I just think again, it should not be in poor. At least poor of these shirts here. There's been some effort, and I respect effort. So I'm moving Italy into Get Out. There we go. That is us. We have ranked the 98 World Cup home shirts. Thank you, Louis, for joining us today. And hopefully, if the viewers like it, we will do lots more of these. Comment down below any of your thoughts. Comment down below what you would have changed. You also, guys, have one power play, so move one that you would like to move. Go check out Surprise Shirts website and go check us out on all of the socials for great mystery shirts. Click the links all down below. Louis, what would you like to rank next? You tell me what you're thinking. Are there any that you want to get recorded?
Do you know what? We had a lot of fun with the sort of classic manufacturer blind rankings, didn't we? So maybe like a brand specific one like this, where we just rank all of the classics from a certain brand, maybe Kappa, maybe something like that.
Yeah,
because that was a lot of fun.
Let's meet in the middle. Let's do Lotto next. Then we'll do a classic Lotto one, and it's going to be vile because we're going to have to put something Get Out that aren't going to be bad. So that's the problem. That's going to be horrible.
Can you have 40 shirts in GOAT? Because that's the way we'll feel about Lotto.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll do that for you guys next. But check out every single Saturday, as we say, for a Surprise Shirt Saturday long form upload. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you very soon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a splendid weekend. And hopefully your teams win, because ours probably won't. See you next week.